Hey everybody, on this week's takeaway, I'm going to talk about the difference between perception versus impact. This question came to me from one of my audience members that I'm speaking at in Los Angeles or Anaheim. This past week, spoke to about 1,300 healthcare facility managers, and one person was asking me because they challenge my belief, which I love when this happens, of the difference between impact versus perception. And then the moment when I was answering the question, I didn't believe that there was. And then she came up to me afterwards, she gave me her business card, we had a conversation, and I told her that I would do some research and I would put some energy into seeing how I could look at perception versus impact differently, and I have. So I want to thank her, and I want to share some information that might be helpful for us around perception and impact. So the difference between perception and impact is this. Perception is the feeling, the view of something that has happened. Impact is the actual thing that has happened, the reality of what has happened. Let me give you a couple examples that I have come up with and that I have heard from some of my clients. So the perception, let's say there's an employee who is always late. Okay. Well, the perception is that they might be lazy, or that they might not be listening, or, they might not be a team player. However, their impact is they might be late for a variety of different reasons, whatever the excuse is, but they're getting their job done. They are working, and they are maybe going above and beyond when they're at work. They might not be taking as many breaks as other people. They might be staying later. However, they simply aren't on time. So their perception is, oh, they're not a team player because they're not here on time. However, the impact shows, they have more sales than anyone, or they're getting more tasks done than anyone. So the impact doesn't align with the perception. With any type of, public policy, if it's, environmental, if let's say the perception of global warming, the perception of an environmental issue might be positive or negative. However, the impact on what's happening to the planet, or the impact that is happening to a community and lowering pollution, well, that impact is different than the perception. You can do it with brands. You can do it with, the idea of businesses being shut down. And so why this is important for us as individuals and leaders is because what is our perception, and is it aligned with our impact? That's ultimately what we want. And that's what I wanted to say on stage, and I should have said, is yes, they might be different, and they are different. Perception and impact is different. However, we want them to be aligned. The perception that I am the speaker who adds value is ultimately what the impact is that I want. I want to then be the speaker who adds value. So the thought for this week that we want to come up with, that we want to look at, is, does our personal perception line up with our personal impact? Does our professional perception line up with our professional impact? It's been something I've been thinking about because I've been researching the difference between these two, and it's been getting me thinking. So I hope everybody is having the best day. I hope that makes sense, and I look forward to talking to you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.